It's November 29th, 2014. I could really give a fuck if there are any blue tarps. And this is your Fortean Slip news that I don't have the fucking bumper up for because I'm a dumb fuck.
You certainly are. Hey, there it is. So is it like, am I ready to start reading the news now? Was that the real intro?
Yes.
Okay. So I got to find a story now.
We are just a fucking mess.
We've been a mess for the last hour trying to get this thing going. But from viralnova.com, some divers went deep into the Mediterranean and discovered a lost city. How amazing would it be to be
In the Mediterranean? No.
Why wouldn't you believe that?
I think if you step into the Mediterranean, you like kick a lost city.
Oh, I see. I've never been to the Mediterranean, so I'm not sure, but it could be possible, I guess. I don't know. Where was I? Oh, you'd spend your life looking for the lost remnants of ships from the past deep below the ocean surface. You'd find lost treasure and other valuables scattered across the ocean floor or in old shipwrecks. Maybe one day you'd find the mother of all aquatic? Is that how you say it? Aquatic?
And we haven't even gotten to the hard ones in this one.
Aquatic treasures. I'm just going to say aquatic.
Okay.
The lost city of
Aquaman.
Aquaman, I think it was. Underwater archaeologist Frank Gaudio may not have found Atlantis, but he's found something close in the Mediterranean Sea in the city of Abu. Really, Chris? Abu Queer Bay?
Did you just say Abu Queer Bay?
That is indeed what I do.
Continue.
QIR.
Oh, just keep fucking plowing on,
And you know
Alcorn.
what? If they say Abu Queer Bay in the story again, I'm going to say it that way. Because I don't know how to pronounce it. On the coast of Egypt, there lies the sunken Egyptian city of Thonis Heracleion. That's right, a sunken city lost thousands of years ago was found in the Mediterranean Sea. And you know, folks, I'm not stumbling over these words as an act either. Some people think I do.
He's just a mush-mouthed fucking idiot.
Thonis Heracleion was a port city for Egypt founded in the 8th century BC. Due to a series of natural disasters, the city was lost to sea in the 8th century. Frank Gaudio and his team discovered the lost city along with tons of artifacts and treasures from the ancient world. One of these artifacts has a man touching a woman's breast. It looks like in the picture. Here are some divers inspecting this ancient. That wasn't in the story. I added that. Here are some divers inspecting this ancient. If you could see the picture, because I'm just reading the story and it's just saying that you can see the picture.
Oh.
So just put that in your mind. A man touching a statue woman's breast is basically what the picture was.
Oh.
The team of divers were very carefully when removing these ancient. What? Who writes this shit? The team of divers were very careful, is how it should be read, when removing these ancient statues and bringing them to the surface. These really are incredible objects and ones that give us information about the city and its culture. It's incredible how long these relics were lost deep in the city of Abu Queer Bay. QIR, how do you pronounce that? I don't know, so I say it's queer. This really was a monumental discovery and certainly a dream for any underwater archaeologist. That's the end of that. Abu Queer Bay.
Okay, Aquaman.
Is it Aquaman? Aquaman. Is it aquatic?
Yeah.
MysteriousUniverse.org. Polish vampires might have been saved with clean water. They wwere found buried.
Or if somebody told them that they needed to stay inside during the day.
They were found buried with sharp farm sickles across their necks, so their heads would be cut off if they tried to rise from the dead. Some had heavy rocks placed under their chins so they couldn't open their mouths to bite a living person and pass on to them whatever it was that turned them into strange, frightening creatures.
Being Polish?
You know, Chris, I am Polish.
I don't give a shit.
And caused their quick, horrible, mysterious deaths in 17th century Poland, where they truly vampires. New research suggests these poor souls were instead the first victims of the cholera epidemic. The 6 vampire graves were found in a cemetery in Drausko-Pomorskie, a town in northwest Poland.
You have the flu?
The skeletons were among over 300. The skeletons were among over 300 found at the site between 2008 and 2012. There was 1 male, 4 females, and a child buried like vampires, and it's possible people at the time may have believed the man infected the others. Legends also suggest that vampires were outsiders to the community. According to a study published in the journal PLOS ONE, researchers led by Dr. Leslie Gregorica from the University of South Alabama were brought in to analyze the suspected vampires. The team studied strontium isotopes in the molars of the suspected vampires and found the ratios were the same as those of other skeletons and animal bones, proving they ate the same foods, drank the same water, making them local residents. They determined that burials took place in the 17th century, coinciding with the early stages of the first of many cholera epidemics in Europe.
Son, you got a cough.
We
got to drive a stake through your chest.
We now know that cholera caused by fecal contamination from poor sanitation kills quickly by rapid dehydration from diarrhea and vomiting.
Son, you got
That's a horrible way to die.
Son, you got the squirts. We gotta take a silver dagger and shove it up your ass. It's the only way we can cure you.
Any unusual...
I like how my Polish people are Southern.
Yeah, no. Because you don't know how to do a Polish accent, so you just do a redneck. I like it. Because that's the dumbest thing you can think of. You know, I just don't get why all us Polish people get picked on. It's just not right.
I don't know.
It's offensive, Chris.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm just saying. The fact that I'm not really Polish is probably even more offensive.
Could be.
While the researchers can't prove conclusively that the so-called vampires died from cholera, the isotopes and historical data point to it. Vampires do, in fact, fear holy water. These could have been saved by it, provided it was clean. Clean holy water could have saved vampires. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's from onlineathens.com. This is some local story on a local, news bulletin thing. Evidence of paranormal activity found in the Athens Morton Theater. Disembodied voices, strange lights, and a file drawer opening on its own. So, is the Morton Theater in downtown Athens haunted, as numerous stories told over the years would attest? Well, maybe, according to a report from the Ghosts of Georgia Paranormal Investigators, or GGPI for short. I'm going to say GGPI from now on. Actually, I'm going to say GOGP. G-O-G-P-I. GOGP.
Okay, you can stop.
It just sounded funny.
No.
It's not funny?
No.
No, I'm never funny. Anyway, they use an array of electronic equipment to investigate unexplained events. After spending the evening of October 11th at the in the early morning of October 12th in the century-old building at the corner of Washington and Hull Streets, and hearing and seeing some anomalous occurrences, the GOGPI
And this was happening in a theater, you said?
In a theater, yes.
Okay, was Pee Wee Herman anywhere around?
He may have been. Okay. The claims of activity, personal experiences by the investigators, the EVPs, or electronic voice phenomena, that were recorded, we feel like there is
That recorded, I'm gonna come. Oh, sorry.
You just cut me off when I was about to say pornonormal. Paranormal activity in the Morton Theater. We cannot say it is haunted without a follow-up investigation to see if we can reproduce the claims of activity, personal experiences, and to gather more evidence of the paranormal activity. It's not clear whether Athens-Clarke County officials will ask the paranormal...
They heard old patrons of the Morton Theater saying such things as, "I'll suck your cock."
I don't think it was that kind of theater, Chris. I can't say we won't, and I can't say if we will, said Jeff Montgomery of the county's public information officer. Staff from the county's public information office were on hand in the theater for the October investigation. If the team is invited back to the theater, their work won't cost the county anything, Montgomery said.
Do you want to finger me in the back row?
As was the case with GOGPI's October visit. According to Montgomery, he likes to document repeated instances of unexplained phenomena before declaring whether a venue is haunted or not. There's a documentary about it. It's airing on ACTV, the Government Access TV channel, which is channel 180 for charter cable subscribers. So if you're in the Athens area and you have cable and you get channel 180 because the public access channel is 180, you can watch that.
I like to get fisted. Do you think we could pull that off in the theater?
Those would be some pretty cool EVPs. Chris, if you ever come to Pennsylvania, or if I ever come to Maine, or if we ever meet somewhere in between, we must go on a ghost investigation of a porn shop. I think it would be perfect. And we would get the proof. I guarantee it. So, in our final story of the evening, Huffington Post. Jacqueline Blake stabbed her boyfriend, who ate Thanksgiving meal without her, say the cops. This is from my home state, Chris.
Oh, wow.
From Wilkes-Barre, PA. Police say a Pennsylvania woman chased her boyfriend around a dining room and stabbed him in the chest because he started eating...
You motherfucker!
He started eating Thanksgiving dinner while she slept off.
You touched that fucking bird! I swear to God, I'll cut you!
Authorities say Jacqueline Blake confessed to officers who responded to her Wilkes-Barre home, or it's actually Wilkes-Barre, I believe, because that's the phonetic pronunciation they're showing here. Wilkes-Barre home Thursday. Officers found her boyfriend inside holding a towel over his chest. He was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. The 47-year-old Blake is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, simple assault, reckless endangerment, and making terroristic threats. It wasn't clear if she yet has a lawyer. According to police, Blake's boyfriend said she'd been drunk earlier in the day and attacked him after waking up from a nap. He says she stabbed him and then threw the knife, striking him just below the left eye. Wow. And that, Chris, is your news.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Wilkes-Barre.
My Steve Alcorn joke of the night. She said she said she was cutting the turkey. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, Alcorn.
That is a piss poor joke.